EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game between our visitors. All set to go. It's the NFL's annual showcase. The 2023 Pro Bowl is underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Nifty move. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Again, it's Brady. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's got this complete to Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. He kind of just... Now a play fake. Brady. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. Shoves him aside, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Toward the sideline, And look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Derrick Henry. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent talent. If anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Herbert on 3rd down now. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the AFC has taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on second down. Brady going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired up the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Henry again on second down. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Herbert off of play action. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, AFC. Darren Waller, 34 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. Now Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. On the move past the 40. And touchdown! That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He'll get this down to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second and 8 coming up. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Herbert. This will be caught once again by Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. McPherson's kick is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through this time in the Pro Bowl.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw is Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady will drop this underneath for Jones. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 3 quarters in the books. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now it's Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Will get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
From the 36, Herbert. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for the touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 36 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play? which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, it's Gain to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
On first down, Justin Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick slant to Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And movement up front looks like a false start for the AFC. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up,
and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the NFC is going to have a short field as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense for the AFC set to go now. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Eluding the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Herbert. This is caught. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for.